Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear to make informed decisions. Now, in this video, we're going to dive into a strategy that if you are bullish on Solana, with about the same amount of risk, in my opinion, you can have a lot bigger upside. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. And if you don't have a lot of time to diversify and to spend looking at project after project, this strategy is going to work really well for you. And if you're like me and you're here for the money, you need to watch this video. And if you're not bullish on Solana, this strategy will work really well across the board, whether your favorite layer 1 and your favorite ecosystem is, say, Cardano, Phantom, Ethereum, Avalanche. This strategy will work really, really well, in my opinion. So you want to hear me out. Plus, we're going to talk about the rotation of money. So this should be a wealth of knowledge to help you capitalize on hopefully the next 18 months to 2 years and beyond. So hit that like button. Let's dive into it. Now, when you look at the chart of Solana, it doesn't get any better than that. That's the 90-day chart. Solana is really the blue chip that has kick-started this bull run. Now, a lot of people will tell you we're not in altcoin season. Doesn't really matter. In my opinion, we are definitely in the beginning stage of a bull run, and unless we have like a black swan between now and the halving, you shouldn't see any newer lows or lower lows for this bear run. I expect a big pullback, but if you think about it, the last month or so has kind of showed you which projects are going to pump. So, for instance, if you're really bullish on Solana, and Solana just pulls way back, let's say it pulls back to $40, something like that, which would be great. Well, that's going to collapse the ecosystem projects. Well, we've already saw which ones are strong and that will make up ground and start to pump as Solana recovers. And hopefully that's going to happen, because you know, we don't want these things to just run and run and run, because the higher we go, the more risk of collapse we get. So for me, I want a big pullback. Now, I want it to run between now and the halving, but I want a big pullback because I'm going to be ready for it. And then with a strategy like this, guys, it will make you a lot more money, in my opinion. It's not financial advice. Now, I do one-on-one coaching, and we'll talk about that at the end of the video. And if you don't have a game plan, especially take profits, guys, please spend time to get a strategy in place and learn the dollar cost average out. Because if you don't take profits, you'll become the profits. Okay, so here's the strategy. And like I said, this strategy will work in any ecosystem. Go to CoinGecko. Type in Solana, whatever ecosystem, which we're talking about Solana right now, and go to the right under info where it says chains and click on the Solana ecosystem. Because here's the deal, guys. If Solana is going to continue to pump between now and the end of the bull run, and it's going to get stronger and stronger, well, the ecosystem is going to do the same thing. And as you can tell, when you look at all these projects, and you really want to focus on the projects that are basically not multi-chain, like, the graph and render. Yes, they're part of the ecosystem, but they're also part of other layer 1's ecosystem as well. You want to try to find the native projects that are pretty much exclusive to Solana. Now, look at Helium, right? Helium would not be doing this if Solana wasn't ripping. Now, I also like the DeFi projects because a lot of people that are making profits in Solana, they don't want to get out, but maybe they don't want to buy more. Well, they can stake, or they want to do both. They can stake on a great project like Marinade. So you can click on that project, for instance, and you can find all the information you need. It's up 10% today. But check this out, guys. The market cap is less than 500 million. So it's got a lot of room to grow. And the more people that come into the Solana ecosystem, the higher it starts to pump, the more people are going to want to stake on a project like this. Now, here's another thought process, and this is something you need to understand whether we're talking about Solana's ecosystem or any ecosystem. One thing that should happen is as Solana pumps, its ecosystem pumps. Okay? So that's one thing that's going to happen. And as the bull run continues, the money's going to flow lower and lower and lower down the chain. That's going to allow the lower market cap projects to explode. And that's where you're going to make a lot more money. Because let's be realistic. If Solana is at $70 and you start stacking at this price, for you to just get a 10x, which I'm here for the money and a lot more than a 10x, you're going to have to see Solana do what? Almost a 2x over its all-time high. Well, that's a big ask. Not saying it can't do it. A lot of people are calling for $500 to $1,200 Solana. Wouldn't surprise me, but the risk gets a lot more. So I want to work my way, as it goes up, work my way down the ecosystem. So that should happen, and you'll be able to capture more money. Now remember, guys, if you don't take profits, you become the profits. Keep taking those profits. Don't fall for the FOMO. Don't fall for the influencers that are just pumping you and telling you you're crazy for selling. Because once it's all said and done, it's going to come back really fast. And you're going to think it's a dip, and you might want to buy that dip. Next thing you know, you're like a lot of my coaching clients, most of them, that have turned a small amount of money into a large amount of money and don't have anything to show for it because they didn't have a plan and they didn't want to take profits all the way up. Now, another thing that's going to happen, or should happen, throughout this bull run, and if you've been paying attention, you'll see this has already been happening. The smart money, the big money, especially the ones that can move a market. For instance, they started in Solana. They started in Bitcoin. Then they decided to roll their fat wallets into Solana. Well, that started to explode. Well, they started taking off profits as retail got in. Well, then they rolled into AVAX. And they'll continue to roll into different sectors and different ecosystems. And you need to understand that. So instead of just chasing, ecosystem and project after project, if you don't have a lot of time, you can focus on one ecosystem like Solana and learn that ecosystem. Learn where's the best gaming project, which is the best meme coin, which is Bonk. That's a no-brainer. Which is the best metaverse play, what's the best gaming play, what's the best DeFi, because Solana pretty much has everything across the board. So as the narratives come out throughout the year, whether it's a security token or whatever, you'll know where to go and maybe have already stacked that project because you'll understand where it's at and which one it is inside the Solana ecosystem. Because guys, there's 22,000 projects. I can't even keep up with one of my plans, and that's stacking the new projects or swing trading the new projects that have came out in the last, say, 18 months in a bear market and that have done well, like Caspa. Well, there's new projects coming out every single day, so it's hard to keep up with. So here's the thing, guys. Don't get greedy and think, oh, I missed this project. You know, it's in the Cardano ecosystem. It's pumping. I should go over there and buy that. Or the project in Phantom ecosystem, it's pumping. I should jump over there. If you have limited money and limited time, pick an ecosystem. Pick a layer 1 that's strong like Solana, Ethereum, AVAX, HBAR, whichever. And learn that ecosystem and prepare for the rotation. And once you've stacked a project, let's just say you've stacked a DeFi project, say in HBAR. Well, HBAR hasn't taken off yet. Don't bounce around. It will have its day. Now, this is not financial advice, but that gets to where you need to have a game plan. And again, we'll talk about that at the end. So anyway, guys, to summarize this and make it clear, if you believe that Solana is going to keep pumping throughout this bull run, maybe even lead the bull run for a little while, this ecosystem is going to do well. And also, so you can work your way throughout this ecosystem. I mean, look at these. Every one of these charts right here are going up, just like Solana. Now, Solana pulls back. There's a good chance that's the smart big money taking profits from Solana, moving on down the ecosystem to make even more money. So hopefully that strategy helps you. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Now, let's talk about coaching. My coaching is only $250. You get 3 phone calls or Zoom calls with me. We go over your risk tolerance. We take a look at your portfolio. We talk about your strategy. And hopefully at the end of the coaching, you'll have a game plan in place that the FUD and the FOMO won't bother you. You'll have a plan to take your profits and have a plan of what to do at the end of the bull run. So that, and mainly, guys, a lot of it is mindset. So we're going to help you get a game plan for that. It's $250. If you have an interest, I'll leave a link at the description down below, and I also pin my email in the comment section. Reach out. Either way, guys, take your profits or you'll become the profits. That's all I got for you guys. Let me know about this strategy, what you think, and hit that like button. Share with like-minded people. But either way, come back and be part of this community. Take care.